His name is Bruner. He's a World War II Navy veteran and survivor of the attack on Pearl Harbor. He's here at the University of Arizona to help commemorate the 75th anniversary of the attack that marked day one of all-out U.S. involvement in World War II.
6 torpedoes from each of our destroyers. So there's 12 of them coming right at their fleet.
The 96-year-old is one of a handful of survivors from the battleship USS Arizona who is still alive. He's here with this group of Navy and Marine ROTC students, taking questions and sharing his story.
You got to expect it. Someday. Maybe not. I hope not.
Aaron Clayton from Spring, Texas, is a naval officer candidate pursuing his degree at the University of Arizona.
Not just read about it, not just see it on the TV, but to have history right there in front of you, talking to you, that's truly an amazing experience. He just has a ton of life still left in him, and it's just amazing knowing what he went through that day, seeing where he is in his life right now.
Thank you, sir, for everything you've taught us.
One of those heroes that you never would know about unless someone told you.
Thank you for your service. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to carrying on your legacy.
Bruner joined the Navy shortly after graduating from Alma High School, just west of Olympia, Washington. After boot camp in San Diego, he received his orders.
Here's the USS Arizona. I'd never seen anything that big get afloat. So that was quite a thing to get aboard something like that.
Arizona was granted statehood in 1912, becoming the 48th state in the Union. It also became the namesake for the USS Arizona, launched out of New York, June 19, 1915. As with all new sailors aboard a ship, he was assigned to the deck force.
You're clean and sweep and all of the decks, paintwork and all. Keep everything nice and shiny.
Several months later, another sailor would report to the USS Arizona. His best friend and high school classmate, William Mann.
So I always called him Billy. I didn't know he was even interested in coming in until one day ship pulled back down into Long Beach, California. Out on the deck cleaning up, one guy picked me up on the shoulder and said, "Hey," he says, "I'm here." Looked around, here's Billy. Billy Mann. Oh, we had a great life. And we got time off. We'd go over the beach together, go around and try to find some girls. And we found lots of them.
Both men would promote into new roles. Billy Mann became a gunner's mate, Bruner a fire controlman in charge of directing the 50 caliber guns on board.
Anti-aircraft gunnery system. That was working with the guns, the big 14-inch guns.
During his visit to Tucson, Bruner met with student athletes at the U of A, imparting some of that bear-down spirit that coaches preach and players love to hear.
I hope you guys have one hell of a good game tomorrow.
He also made his way to Davis-Monthan Air Force Base to visit with pilots and crew of the 47th Fighter Squadron. Pilots from the 47th shot down more than half a dozen Japanese warplanes during the Pearl Harbor attack. Here, they share war stories, past and present, finding common bonds that only those who serve can fully understand. The next night at Arizona Stadium, the U of A pays tribute to the USS Arizona and World War II veterans as the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor approaches. Bruner, wearing a custom-made number 75 team jersey, is honored throughout the game as the Wildcats face off with Hawaii's Rainbow Warriors.
Nice summery day, Sunday.
It was just before 8 a.m., and he was getting ready to attend church services on the ship.
After church, I had a date to meet a little gal over on the beach. Her name was Nikki. Never got to see her.
The USS Arizona's loudspeaker came on.
All hands on deck. Man your battle stations. This is not a drill.
The surprise attack came in 2 waves, bombing grounded U.S. planes at airfields around Pearl Harbor and the U.S. fleet in Battleship Row. Bruner had reached the 4th deck and had 1 more to go.
Well, I looked up the channel, and I could see these planes coming in. They were coming in shooting, and there was just ammunition coming all over the place.
He was shot twice in the leg by machine gun fire from a Japanese fighter.
One big dive, and I made that 5-foot entry right into my battle station.
The enemy had struck, and he was close.
He just closed up sideways, swung around the front of the ship, between the ships. Big old grin on his face, mouth wide open. I could see all those teeth. You want to reach out and bust him one. But then all heck broke loose after that.
Japanese bombers hit the Arizona 4 times with their bombs.
And one of the bombs hit the number 2 turret, which is under my feet and about 20 feet ahead of it.
That 1,700-pound bomb glanced off the turret and dove 3 decks below, into the forward powder magazine on the starboard side of the ship.
Which, unfortunately, was where my buddy, Billy Mann, that was his station. It just blew the heck out of everything, lifted that whole bow, to say about 30 feet off of the water. It had one hell of a fire.
Moored on the port side of the Arizona was a repair ship, the USS Vestal. Crew from the Vestal threw a rope to a position on the forward mast, where Bruner and 5 shipmates were stranded.
And we tied that to it, and my 6 people crossed that line.
Loren Bruner was the second to the last to leave the USS Arizona. Shot by enemy fire and burned over 70% of his body, he crossed that line hand over hand nearly 100 feet, charred and bloodied, but undefeated. 2,335 military personnel died at Pearl Harbor. 1,177 sailors and Marines were killed on the USS Arizona. Loren Bruner was awarded the Purple Heart, and after recovering from his wounds, he reported to the USS Coghlan, fighting in 8 more major battles.
It's got to be known to the younger ones. You have to remember who was there, their fellow men, some of who got through okay, but who were brave enough to stick around and finish it out.
You can read more about this American hero in a new book by Ed McGrath and Craig Thompson. It's available online at ussaz.org.